Yes, welcome back, students. In our previous video, we are discussing about the purposes sampling. The first example is the studying the population ratio or the population density. We also say that of an animals or plant in certain area, for example, leopard and pine, etc. As we know, that's our study area, for example, is whole northern areas of Pakistan, or the whole KPK is the best. All KPK is our studying area, and we want to study the population density of pine or leopard in certain area. As we know, leopard and both pine prefer those the most temperate area. Here they does not uh, exist in all type of habitats or all type of the environmental conditions. That's why the researcher must goes to most temperate area. For example, he did not get the data from the Haripur for the leopard and pine. Similarly, he or she does not get data for the from Peshawar Mardan for the density of pine and leopard. He skip this area and goes to the upper area, for example Ayubia, Nathagali, Bansera, Naran Khagan, etc. For the collection of such types of data. It's just depend on the purpose of study. Second best example is the effect of smoking on lung cancer. Here we want to get the data about the impact of smoking on lung cancer. For this purposes, researchers select only the smoker for his study. He does not study whole population. It's because the whole population are of not are of his or her interest. The interest of the researcher only in the smoker. That's why he interviewed only the smoker and gets the data. Next best example is difficulty in research work. For example, a researcher conduct a research study to evaluate the difficulties come in the research work in certain area, etc. For this purpose, for example, the researcher conduct the study in a whole institute, etc. For this purpose, research does not interview the all of the students of the institutes. Regardless of this, he or she interviewed only those students who involve in research activities, because if he or she asked the questions about difficulties of research who does from the student who does not involve in research activities, then he definitely got a biased results. To minimize such types of biasness, he asked the questions or interviewed only those students who involve in such types of activity. I hope you understand my point. Next type of sampling is the snowball sampling. In this type of sampling, we show a presentation and then ask the participant to answer the survey. Simply, if we say that in this type of sampling, for a researcher, sometimes it's not possible to get sample from whole population. That's why the researcher finding one persons from the population, and then with the help of this person, the researcher goes to other peoples with the help of this which are directly related to his or her study. You understand this thing with the help of examples. First example is the study of peoples involved in drug abuse. For example, a researcher want to get the data of those peoples who use brown sugar. As we definitely know, that's whenever we ask a person, are you using brown sugar or not, he definitely does not respond to us. That's why for a researcher it's very difficult to get such types of the data. So he definitely for this types of research activities, he goes to a one person, and when the and got the data from one person who is using brown sugar, and then ask him or herself that's reach me to the other people related to these types of activities, and he linked himself with second person and second person with third person and so on. In this process the researcher can got the results or the samples, etc. The second best example is the role of cousin marriages in the transmission of genetic disorders. Yes, the cousin marriage is also an important issue, especially for genetic disorder. As we know, that the genetic disorders are disorders which transmit from parents to offspring, and when the ratio of cousin marriages will increase, then the onset of such types of disorder will increases, because the genes responsible for different disorders retain within the populations. And we also know that some genes represent themselves only in recessive forms, does not represent or does not show their impact in heterogeneous condition, etc. For this such condition, the cousin marriages are mainly responsible for such types of the conditions. So for example, when a researcher want to got the results to got the answer of cousin marriages on transmission of genetic disorder, simply we now that's any family or any individual in the population does not give us data about the cousin marriages and transmission of diseases, and we from whole population research does not know in which which family the cousin marriages exist. For this purpose, he got a sample or a individual from whole population, got data about him or herself, and then this he explain all the situations of the research, and this individual tell the researcher about another family, and another family tell the researcher toward another more families, and in this way researcher got the sampling or the data about the cousin marriages. Yes, next is the quota sampling. This is the very famous type of research sampling. As you know, in this process we divide the our data and in our population into different subunits, into different. But here we divide the host data or the population on the basis of specific quota or specific conditions, specific criteria, etc. For example, there is a research institute which want to launch a project in a certain area. For this purpose, this institute need 100 students of BS. Now, how this institute get sampling? For this processes, they divide whole population in different ways. First one is they divide whole population in males and females. They have ability to got 60% male students and 40% female students. This is the type of sampling. Here he does not targeted the whole population. He targeted 60% male and 40% female. And second condition is the males, Muslims and non-Muslims. For this purposes he got only 90% Muslim and 10% minority. Such types of research activities or such types of processes you oftenly seen in different advertisement, etc. For example, for KPK 10% quota, for Balochistan 20, Punjab 40, etc. These types of things are known as the sampling process. I think you understand the type sampling, what is sampling types, are different types of sampling. Still is there is any confusion, any question, you can contact with me and discuss with me. Thanks. It's our today's lecture.